guys, and welcome back to Saved a Wretch Like Me. I hope that you are all safe. I took a few weeks off YouTube on both channels, so don't feel like you've been targeted on this channel. But I took 2 weeks off because I went down to Gretna to just spend time with my parents and to enjoy training down there. So I didn't really want to film while I was at home, but I'm back. And today I wanted to share a video with you because I had a conversation with someone who is also a new Christian, and she was saying what she was struggling with. I obviously have my struggles as a new Christian, but somebody else had said to me that I was very mature in my faith. And I think that sometimes it can be seen that you don't have struggles, and that's not true. Everybody has their struggles, and whether you're a new Christian, an old Christian, a very old Christian, you always have your struggles with your faith. And I think that sometimes it can be very easy to just fall back into old patterns because it's easier. So today I'm going to share with you 3 things that I struggle with as a new Christian. Don't know why I'm dancing, but I'm excited to be back on camera. Number 1, gossip. I used to be the biggest gossip. Well, I wasn't a big gossip. I just think that everybody likes to gossip. Like, everybody likes to talk about people, find out what everybody's up to. And sometimes, now that I'm back at training especially, I can be found guilty of gossiping. And even though it probably doesn't seem like gossiping to the world, it still feels like gossiping to me as a Christian, because I'm talking about someone behind their back. And I've always been a person who would definitely say it to their face, so it always hasn't really felt like gossiping. But now that I'm a Christian, I still feel like I'm talking about them. Even when it's something good, I feel like I should say it to their face rather than say it to someone else. And I don't know if that's just me, but I feel like, especially when negative situations arise and it's out with my control and it's somebody else's fault that it affects me, I found, especially recently, I found it very difficult to not get sucked into complaining about it. And at the end of the day, their actions were their actions. I can't control them, so what good is complaining about them and holding a grudge gonna do? So for me, I guess that's gossip and holding a grudge in a one. And I think that God gives us forgiveness, so we should act in the way that God acts and in the way that Jesus acts, and Jesus would forgive you. They messed up, it affected us all. It doesn't mean that they should be treated any differently, because at the end of the day, we're all born in sin. So I think that the whole gossip, holding grudge and forgiveness thing I found difficult, especially recently as a new Christian, which leads me on to number 2, which is falling back into old habits. And I think that that's just when I'm not conscious and I'm just going along with daily life, especially now that uni's back, training's back, my old daily routine is back. And I think that it can be very easy for me to fall back into non-conscious decisions. And I think that it's so important as a Christian to always be thinking, would God approve of this? Would Jesus approve of this? What does Scripture say? And I think that that is my second challenge as a new Christian, is just falling back into old habits, which links into my third challenge, which is prayer. I really struggle with prayer, and I don't really know why. I think that as a person, I'm not good at talking to people every day. I talk to people when I want to talk to them. That sounds bad, but I'm not really a talk to person every day. I'm very introverted, like my own space, like to be on my own. And even in terms of like close relationships, like my parents, I don't speak to them every day. So I struggle really with making prayer a daily thing, because obviously God, our relationship with God is just like any other person. It has to be built and you have to communicate for that. And at the end of the day, God doesn't want you to just pick and choose when you would talk to him. So that is another thing that I really struggle with, is just making prayer a daily habit. And I'm reluctant to say habit because I feel like that makes it not a conscious decision. But at the end of the day, if we're going through daily life, it should really be a habit to speak to God. And I feel like the Bible plans lately have been telling me that God is always there. So to try and work on that, I've started prayer journaling and trying to make sure I pray every night. Even if it's just once a day, it's better than like every other day. So yeah, I just wanted to share this video so that you guys know that I'm not perfect, because I feel like with starting a faith channel, it can make me seem perfect, and I wanted to put that out there straight away, that nobody is perfect, only Jesus is perfect. And yeah, I just wanted to put that out there, share with you my struggles. If anybody has any help on how I can combat those struggles, then definitely comment below. I feel like they're just making a conscious effort and not just going along with the flow and constantly thinking, but they are the main three that I really struggle with as a new Christian, just especially when it comes to not really thinking. And in the book of James, it does say that everybody should be, I think we've done this as a Bible memory verse before, everybody should be quick to hear, slow to speak, and slow to anger. And I think that slow to speak thing is what I need to think more about at the moment. I've nailed the quick to listen and the slow to anger, but at the end of the day, we can always be working on those things. So I hope this video has been helpful for you. Comment below what your biggest struggle is, a new Christian, old Christian. Tell me your story down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. This was just like a fun one to get back into the swing of things. So next week's video will be a little bit more in depth, and I hope that you guys have not missed me too much, and I will see you guys later. Bye.